Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about why is it so excruciating to be around inauthentic people if you are an empath. By definition, empaths are emotionally sensitive people like moi. Like me. I am an intuitive empath, naturally born sensitive. And I actually believe that all of us are empathic. All of us are naturally born empaths. It's just some of us are more sensitive than others. We are all on different journeys in our life. We're on different paths. So some of us are just on different levels of being sensitive. Okay? So empaths absorb the emotions and feelings of others, even the ones other people don't know they're emitting. So being an empath sounds like an exhausting job, right? Well, just imagine being able to soak up all of those feelings and being around a fake person. It's perplexing. It's frustrating. And yes, it's excruciating, very, for an empath to be around an inauthentic person. Have you ever spent time with someone who seemed quite pleasant and kind? They seemed like a nice person on the surface, physically, But when you were physically near them, now when I said physically, we're like this, like just seeing them, physically seeing them. But when you're near them physically, your energies, when energies connect, they feel things. And empaths are sensitive to energy. So when you were with them physically, you felt off, or maybe grumpy or sad, or you just didn't feel right. You could barely form a sentence. You went from immediately being okay and good to just being, ugh, blah. I just want to go. I want to leave. Now I'm grumpy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I don't even want to talk now. I just want to go. In a manner of speaking. This is because your empathic antenna, was picking up on something that just isn't right. Because you are sensitive to energy. So you were picking up on something and you felt it. You just knew it. Nobody can lie to an empath. To a very sensitive empath, people can't lie to you. When there's something wrong, you already automatically know it 100%. You know that what you are seeing and what is really going on doesn't match. And that usually means someone is hiding something. Highly sensitive people need honest, deep, meaningful relationships with others. If you're not genuine, they're not up for the relationship. That's why I'm a hermit. It's exhausting for me to be around people. Not too many people are authentically real anymore. Everyone has an agenda. That's what it seems like. I'm in the entertainment business, okay? So it's really hard to trust people because, like I said, everybody has an agenda. They're smiling in your face, but on the inside, they're just being very deceitful. They have very low energy. They're not happy. They're very competitive, actually. And being competitive is, in a way, kind of like having a low vibration. It's an ugly vibration because competitive people tend to be angry, envious, jealous, just low vibrational in general. That's why empaths act strange around inauthentic people. Empaths are gifted at reading body language and energy. They do not put up with lies or deceptions, so don't try it. And yes, even empaths have to fake things in order to cope with the world and everything in it. We've all done it, so it's no big deal. So an empath catches on to this trait about you, it might just mean that he or she sees that characteristic in themselves as well. You are an empath. you will recognize these situations that cause you to feel drained. Someone acting like a pushover so others will automatically accept them. Or someone who smiles and acts friendly but is really seething with anger and hatred. Someone who feels vulnerable and insecure yet tries to act tough. Someone who forces themselves to act a certain way which goes against their personality. Also, someone who constantly says nice things without meaning them to gain acceptance. And last but not least, someone who lies or exaggerates stories so others will like them. So lame, you know? After experiencing that, empaths react like this. You avoid them. It's not that they did something wrong. You just don't get good vibes from them. Forming logical sentences. You start to feel uncomfortable around them. This only dissipates when you leave or when they leave. Feeling physically ill after spending long periods of time near them because it becomes draining. They're like an energy vampire. Feeling a sense of helplessness and becoming drained easily. Energy vampire. Empaths don't think they are better than anyone else, but some people are near impossible to tolerate. Having a heightened sensitivity to the world makes them, us, physically and emotionally sick. That's just how it is. For most people, their biggest cause of unhappiness is due to not knowing themselves. When we hide a side of ourselves from the world without knowing why, it causes us pain. So be true and authentic. Be true to yourself. It's emotionally freeing to be authentic, and stop giving a shit what other people think about you. And be authentic, be true, be you. Much love and light, guys. Gabby.